promoting it is hard. I don't know how to do it. We have like the main account for Mythos, but I don't know how good they are at doing that. Logs, how do you promote girls? Promo is easy. I have a written guide on it. Awesome. It's ours now. All right, Logs, DM it to me real quick. Thank you. Swag. Take a look. Remember when I used to talk about Yu-Gi-Oh topics? Now I just talk about this. Maybe I should just rebrand my whole channel, like Senpai Gaming did. Stream every day, niche down, stream with purpose, post clips every single day, collab with 1 to 3 new creators. Oh god, yes. Number 1, stream every single day. Preferably at the same time, preferably at more than 4 hours. Assuming your stream is interesting, this gives you more opportunity for people to find you, and people to find you giving you raids or showing up in the recommended feed constantly, or they may eventually check you out. The more you stream, the more chance you have to be recommended, the bigger you grow. The best stream grows the basic stream as much as possible, and min-max the amount of time that you do the other stuff I'm going to talk about. If you stream less than 4 times a week, then you're probably not taking this seriously. There's some people who stream twice every day even. Here's some examples. Oh my god. Streaming twice every day is an insane... It's insane. I can understand like streaming 4 to 5 times a week, but streaming twice a day is fucking deranged. I'll be fucking real. It makes sense, but holy shit, why not just do one big stream? I guess like just, you know, you want to have the day to yourself type shit. It's good for growth. Yeah, this is just like objectively true. Like the main reason why sometimes you'll see streamers with like very high follower counts or like relatively high follower counts, but like viewership that does not match up is like 1% of the time they're view botting or follow botting, but the 99% of the time is just like they're not very consistent. I'm literally the prime example of that. Like I stream like once or twice a week at most, and that's just because it's gonna tie into part 3, but I don't stream with the intended purpose of just streaming to just dick around and floppa, you know what I mean? I stream with the purpose of making videos, and I don't stream with the intent of just like, I'm just gonna stream because I want to talk to chat type shit. If you are going to talk to chat, maybe have that be the subject of a video where you're like talking to chat and you're doing like a story time and trying to give like insight into your life rather than, you know, just like,
damn, chat, like you guys jerked off this morning? That's crazy.
For like 2 hours straight, you know what I mean? But yeah, stream every day. Stream as much as possible, but if you're gonna be less than 4 times a week, at least have it be around the same time of day for longer periods. It is much better to, in my opinion, to stream. I'm so inconsistent. Unlucky, dog. I mean, your numbers are not bad. Your numbers are pretty good considering you like debuted essentially a month and a half ago. They're pretty good. Just drop out. It worked for me. Yeah, just drop out. Worked for me. It worked out for literally everyone in here. Average 200 viewers, which is really good. It's an extremely good starting point. And Twitch doesn't want to partner me. I don't want to, so I was just taking a break and never went back. Real. Number 2, carve out a niche. It's much easier to grow from scratch if you stick to a niche. One of the biggest mistakes I see is a bunch of new streamers make is go to general gaming content immediately and just play a whole bunch of different kinds of games. Starting off as a general gaming streamer with no overlying theme to the games you play is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. And the reason is that a lot of viewers only want to watch games that they like. If someone's really into World of Warcraft, they probably won't want to watch you playing Fortnite. If someone's into shooters, they don't want to watch a strategy game. Even people who like streamers for their personality prefer when their streamers play their favorite games. And sometimes they'll just skip out on a game they don't care about. So if people find you because you're playing their favorite game or their favorite genre, they'll probably stick around if you keep playing it. However, if one day you're playing, then the next day you're playing Sonic Adventure 2, you'll probably lose out on people who found you through Overwatch, and they'll probably forget you exist and never check you out again. When you play Overwatch 3 times and they all came from those 2 games, there's a higher chance I might stick around if you play for something else for the 4th, because they have the opportunity to be exposed to your content, and maybe they like what they saw, but they'll probably leave if you don't go back to it. So it's fine to try new games, and even smart to play new trending games, but interweave that with your niche. Well, every one stream you do out of your niche, do one stream in your niche. That's why carving out a niche is so important. It may be more fun to play whatever you want, but it's more fun for the viewer, for them to watch what they like, and that's the difference between treating this like a hobby and a real job. And I may be saying there's some general gaming streamers who are very successful. I can also tell you there are people who win the lottery as well, but no financial advisor will tell you to go scratching tickets if you want to make money. Yeah, straight fucking bars. As much shit as I do give Logs for being a weirdo who plays a lot of backpack battles and watches like VTubers on 5 different monitors, Logs is unironically probably the most knowledgeable person regarding content in general. I love backpack battles autism, same dog. But yeah, like again, like another very easy descriptor I could give is like an analog I give is like my streams. Like maybe 1 out of 4 streams I will play League or like Teamfight Tactics. Like during that Teamfight Tactics time, I was, you know, known as like the TFT guy, and I had a couple viewers stay because there was some overlap between strategy gamers and TFT and League and Yu-Gi-Oh, but do not expect to just start bouncing around 500 different things and not be established. It's like trying to get good at an instrument. You're not going to get good at an instrument by learning the violin and the piano and the guitar and the drums all at the same time. Like, it's much more efficient to just lock in one instrument and maybe pick up a second one that has a close analog to what you're already doing. Like, it's much easier to hard focus on guitar and violin, because those have like the same general principles, or like violin and the cello, or like the trumpet and the tuba type shit, rather than, you know, trying to jump around 500 different categories. Even Ninja only played Fortnite. Yeah, Ninja did like H1Z1, Fortnite, like mainly that, like H1Z1 and Fortnite. A thing that happens with GTRP is a lot of people switch to it and lose most of their viewer base, and switch back and lose the new viewers. Yeah, there's a story about that. There's like an Aesop's fable about it, where like a shepherd has like a small herd and gets locked in a cave during a snowstorm, and he only has like so much straw to like feed his animals, but he finds a massive herd of sheep inside, so he tries to like ration his straw for like the big herd of sheep, and in the meantime, like his small herd dies. They just starve to death. But then he realizes that he doesn't have enough straw to keep all of them alive throughout the storm. So the big herd of sheep dies anyways through starvation. And then he's just like, damn, like he lost both. The story is supposed to be like, giving up one thing for another thing, like impulsively or without really thinking about it, is gonna make you only like fail at both type shit. You're right, I should call her. It's so real. Number 3, stream with a purpose. Damn, bro, you gonna do her like that? It's fucked up. When it comes to streamers, there are two strikes. There are two purposes: the professional athletes and the professional entertainers. Do you have the tournament's records to back up your good gameplay? Then you can just simply play your game and coast off the success of your prior achievements. Like, the easy example for that, for Yu-Gi-Oh at least, is like Pac or Joshua Schmidt, where most of the thing is just playing Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, they just fucking walk in, no commentary or like very little, blinders on, I'm just gonna fucking let it rip type shit. The other one is like Farfa or MBT type shit. Find some way to leverage that to your stream. Are you not a professional athlete? Then you have to be a professional entertainer. What is this link to? Oh god, yes. I'm not reading this. Take Nova, for example. Both streams are done around the same time, though one succeeds a lot more because it has a specific thing it's trying to showcase. Like, you know, her trying to teach X-Girl is much more entertaining than just streaming a festival or me learning a new deck. Like, it might be okay if you want to upload like a video of you like learning a deck or playing a deck really well, but you know, it's not going to be great for long-term success or growth. Both streams are done around the same time. Left revolves around playing a specific type of deck. The right revolves around just playing a special event in game with whatever. One performed way better. The other provided better clips, and also didn't require a collab like the first one. Real. XE's festival is back. Yippee! My hair's so fucking long. What if I just cut it off? What if I just fucking do it, chat? What if I fucking... My glasses are dirty again. But yeah, streaming with a purpose, in my opinion, is the most important thing you could do as a streamer. In the sense where if you just go into a stream just to dick around, that stream is going to fail and you're going to get no videos out of it. You might... Wow, I look fucked up. I look like I'm trying to sell you a treasury bond. You should go bald. No thanks. How do I adjust my hair? Maybe it's just this. Fuck it. Fuck it, I'll look like Aqua Hosh, you know? But yeah, it's much more efficient to just do good streams in the first place. You know what I mean? It's just way better and way more productive to just stream with a general purpose instead of streaming 5 days a week of just generic gameplay. Because then it's just going to be, the rate of your growth will definitely be slowed because people feel like they're just going to be watching the same stream over and over and over again. Instead of, you know, a unique stream. Streaming with intent. I want to shave off my hair. Streaming with no intent. I will complain about my hair being long. You're already off to such a great start, Dio. My hair is supposed to kind of look like a middle part, but it's just a fucking cringe. Number 4, post 4 is going to learn how post clips every single day. Well, you see, Dio, you don't have to do this because you have infinite content money, because you have management doing it for you. It's also going to have to watch your VODs to find interesting things to make clips about. There are a lot of free programs in order to learn how to edit. Blah, 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 blah. Pretty much everyone did not know how to edit before they started working for me, because it requires no prior experience. The only thing it requires is your time and willingness to learn, and it's one of the most important things for growing your channel. Think of clips as promotional material for your stream, and remember how much money big businesses spend on advertisement. Your clips are advertised for your stream, so you have to make them and post them regularly and post them everywhere. Ideally on YouTube, but you could also expand to TikTok and other social media platforms. Another caveat is maybe your streams don't lead to good clips, which means maybe you should have a boring stream, and well, that probably means you have a boring stream and should change something about it. Or you should add a segment to your stream specifically so you can make clips. React to videos. Reacting is these clips, making tier lists or accomplishing challenges in video games. React Andy! My whole fucking channel is React Andy. It works. React Andy will always work. Look at this. This is a video. This is a 50-minute video where I made a big-ass deck profile talking about how I want to suck on the titties of Lovely Labyrinth and how I want to get my fucking Pinor milked. This is a video that got like, what, 5,000 views? That's alright. This is a video where I just put on Jesse Khan's fuck-ass video and I just sat there and was like, wow. And at least interested in me. It was at least a video that was interesting to watch. At least from my perspective, that came out relatively recently, and it got the same amount of views for like none of the effort. Reacting works, but you have to be very selective on what you react to, because if you react to something where you don't give a shit, people are not going to watch your reaction. Like, you can kind of tell they're kind of just glass-eyed sitting there, just being depressed. And if you don't react to something quote-unquote like relevant, then you might as well have just reacted to nothing. Because like if Dual Logs makes like a fucking horse channel called the Horse Logs, like no one's gonna react to like top 10 ponies like new horse freaks should buy, you know what I mean? It could be amazing, it could be awesome, but if it's got like 300 views, nobody's gonna care. I feel like React content always works because there's always gonna be sides to any subject, so reacting just gives more engagement to all sides. It's just commentary. It's just commentary and you talking to your chat about a topic. That's all reacting really is. Like me reading Dual Logs' thingy is a React stream. I'm just reacting to a guide on how to get good at streaming. Me watching Susu JPEG's why I am changing the direction of my content is basically the same thing, where I could give my personal insights or my personal XYZs to a thing, which is like to like XYZ topic. All content, when you really think about it, at the end of the day, that's not gameplay content, that's not doing something, is React content. If you are not playing a game, you should be giving an opinion about something, or you should be giving a take about something. Doesn't even matter how good the take is. As long as the take is entertaining to listen to and people care about the subject matter, then people will watch the video. Like, let's be real. Like, for Yu-Gi-Oh!, like, let's talk about, like, Fuwalos, or let's talk about trending Twitter topics. Like this Twitter thread, like the Twitter thread about Yu-Gi-Oh! Players abusing Adderall. That's a pretty interesting topic. And it's just me reading a Twitter thread, and I'm just going React Andy. Don't actually watch that. Watch literally anything else. Or, like, talking about Fuwalos. You know, it did, like, relatively well. If you're gonna talk about a very niche movie, and you're not like known for talking about movies type shit, then of course the video is gonna bomb. Like, I have one comment about a video about Look Back. By the way, I'm not even joking. If everyone in this chat right now should watch Look Back. It's on Amazon Prime Video, so you have no excuse. But I already know how it ends. Logs, are you saying that you've never rewatched a movie? Are you saying you've never rewatched a show ever because you already know how it ends? Just fucking watch the movie. Just watch the fucking movie, Logs. I feel like most creators always put out their normal stuff to fuel some other passion projects. At the end of the day, content creation is a business for everyone involved, including the content creators. And if you want to be a content creator who just makes videos for the fun of it, not me. All my work is passion. Biggest fucking lie I've ever heard, bro. Biggest fucking lie I've ever heard. Let's not pretend that you haven't made a couple top 10s just to fill in the blanks. You know, just as a little filler upload every now and then, you know what I mean? I remember Pyrosetical saying he puts out React content just to make money for his bigger passion projects. Like, if I were to just make movie pieces, or if I were to just make pieces talking about, you know, here's my thoughts on Look Back, or me playing League of Legends, I would bleed out money over time. This is gonna be like kind of a real thing that I'm gonna get into. But that's kind of like what my agency is currently going through, like Mythos, in the sense where outside of like exactly one girl, there's no one in the agency who's like a super god gamer whose gameplay content purely fuels their channel. And that's fine, but you do have to understand that at the end of the day, we are not gameplay channels. We are personality channels, at least in my opinion. We are not gameplay channels. We are channels that are personality driven, that just so happen to occasionally feature gameplay. And we are able to show off more of our personality and create more content at a cheaper cost when we are able to do things such as reactions, reading threads, interacting with Twitter and chat, that sort of thing, relative to here is us playing a video game for like the 80th time, like Bat Chest. I'm not saying that like you should react to like something you don't care about, because again, like viewers can tell and that video will still inevitably do shit if you react to something you don't give a shit about. But you should react to something that you care about and is somewhat topical and or evergreen. That's the ultimate advice I would give if you want to do reacts. Make a guide on reacting. Honestly, I won't like make a video on it, but I'll like do a Notion for you. I'll give you like a general Google Doc breakdown for like a skeleton, and you can like put into Notion yourself and then react to your own guide as an example. My fucking goat. My fucking goat. And number 5, collab with 1 to 3 new creators. This means you should collab with new streamers at least once every 3 streams. Collabs are just another tool to promote yourself and get your name out there in people's minds. How to network, create a Twitter and follow everyone you like, and follow everyone they like, and follow everyone within your niche. Then respond to posts as naturally as if you are interested in what they're talking about. The best advice for appearing genuine is to actually take a genuine interest in other people. Show up to similar sized streamers and talk like a real person, never mentioning your true purpose or going there to make connections. Make friends, plan collaborations with people of similar sizes, send raids to people you want to network to open the dialogue. This is pretty true. I wouldn't say this frequent collab, but collabs are definitely something that do help. One of the big problems with collabing, in my opinion, is it's very easy to over collab and make people kind of not really care about your content. It'll make your streams or channels kind of feel like it's the Loiter Squad. This is an issue. I was talking to Rarin a couple years ago, like maybe 8 years ago, where he mentioned that one of the things he had an issue with was that he didn't like how often he was like bringing people on to do collabs, and as a result it kind of led to his channel feeling like the only time people would watch his stuff would be if he was streaming with other creators or featured another creator. Like, let's look at his videos, or like Magic the Gathering, Ray Hearthstone card, 250, playing a Grim Patron with Rarin, or I challenge Trump to a Hearthstone race, 500,000 views, and then it's just like Hearthstone duels, 93, Legendary, 140, Warrior Problem, 100, Galacron, 120. These aren't like unsuccessful vids, but there's definitely a fall off. The Veil had that issue for a bit. Yeah, the Veil still has that issue, where like your entire channel is built on kind of leeching off other people's stuff. Every Ludwig stream, 224. Every Hasanabi, 36. Like, Hassan does thing, and then you just look at his other videos, where it's just like, here's original content, 7.7. React content, 1.1. Like what YouTube Shorts shows us, whatever, 4.1. You get the idea. It's pretty hard to get out of it. I know there's a dude called Spazzy that must read concept. We had to do something solo, it would flop. That's just real. Respond to posts as if you're interested with what they're talking about. The best advice, blah 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 blah. Like the way how I started, starting like associating with people like Miwa, people like Lita, etc., was literally just go into their chat. Yap. Follow them on Twitter type shit. Yap. Like, be a normal person and like actually care about them as a person first, rather than just like treating it as a business opportunity. It is very easy to sniff out when people just want to use you for numbers, rather than, you know, they actually like you as an individual who they would collaborate with. What if you're just an awkward person? Say hi. Just say hi. Just say hi, show up, leave, do that like 5 times. That's what I did with Miwa streams. I would just show up to her streams, yap for like 3 minutes, leave, because I was just like, I'm gonna go play League of Legends. And then we would just like do that for like 1 or 2 weeks. And then we just started collabing. And then we realized that distant cousins, and we're just like, fuck, it's over. Most collabs are planned through Twitter. Treat it like an open Discord server where everyone is invited. There are plenty of ways to go about it. It requires a lot of talking to people and worth the effort for getting people to know you exist. However, there's a myth with networking that the only way to grow is through networking, especially with a much larger streamer. And while that definitely helps, if you do nothing else we talk about here, it's not going to get you very far. There are plenty of people who collab with very big streamers and still have a very small audience afterwards. Yep, that's the reality. And on a final note, don't sad post on your main social media accounts. That's a telltale sign of someone who's new to this. Never, ever trauma dump on main. Okay, how many things do I do? Never trauma dump on main. Trauma dumping on main is the easiest way I don't know how to describe it, but it's very easy for people who are not familiar with your content to start forming opinions about you, because they're gonna see like an e-girl post about yourself being sad 24/7, or they're gonna see like an e-girl being like, oh, I'm struggling with XYZ, or like XYZ thing is bothering me. Like, they're gonna see 500 pages of that when it's the first thing they search up of you, and they're gonna be like, wow, this person is just like, you know, just an annoying attention grabber. Do not start fights. Wrong. Always start fights. It's fun. I love being an instigator. Being an instigator is funny. It's not that like, do not start fights. It's not really that, but it's more like, do not instigate bad fights. Instigating fights where both sides are very valid is perfectly fine. Like, that's why I post like on my Twitter so much that like branded bad Lamau. And it's like both sides are true in the sense where like branded players are gonna be like,
oh, OMG, this deck is so good. Person topped fraudulent remote duel event with it.
and like just most people are gonna be like, and like, you know, like that's true. And some people are gonna be like, you know, like, yeah, sure, that was a one-off instance in a small event, and it's just gonna be this back and forth, and you just get to farm all the Twitter clout. If you fight, make sure you win it. If you think you're losing, then say a slur. Just double down. Do not argue with fans in the replies or comments. If you argue with fans, it's like a flow chart where if you argue with a fan, if you end up looking wrong, you're gonna look like the biggest dipshit of all time. And if you're right, they're just gonna either double down or they're just gonna like turn the thread on mute. And it's just like, congratulations, you've achieved nothing. Do not make call out posts. If you really want to call someone out, pass the information along to the drama channel and let them do it. Like me! Like me! Chat. If you have anything you want to talk about, I'm just saying, DM me. Do not post any pictures. This goes into the fucking Gooner optic thing we were talking about earlier. Chat, just don't be pornographic on your main account unless your main account's whole purpose is to be a gooner or goon bait. Tell me, I don't know anyone. Then I'm not going to tell you. Do not talk about self-harm. Pretty obvious. Do not talk about politics. Pretty obvious. Do not talk much about religion. I have no strong thoughts about religion, but it's very easy for people who grew up in countries where, or cultures where religion is like a big part of it. It is very easy to go down the religious virtue rabbit hole. Probably the one person I would say like, who like, I don't know, the only example I could easily give is like Galzo, where when like the Palestinian war happened, Galzo was like Israel's biggest defender. Galzo was like God's greatest defender of like Israel's side in the conflict type shit. If advertisers don't like it, most viewers probably won't either. Yeah, Logs, didn't you know about this? Avoid sensitive subjects in general. It's fine to participate in drama within your niche. Do not retweet anything but art, your own posts, friends' posts, or collab material. What does the content of evergreen content mean? Evergreen content is a way of describing content that has the potential to forever be watched in some capacity. It's kind of like how you'd call movies timeless. Like Star Wars is a timeless movie, or like Doggone Days is a timeless movie, or like Baby Driver is a timeless movie, or Harry Potter is like a timeless movie. An example of evergreen content would maybe be like the Margaritaville video. This is a video that's basically never going to change or fall off just because it's a topic that is going to transcend time, in the sense where it is a video that is just generally well put together and focuses on a subject that does not need to be specifically trending in order for it to be popular. Ageless content, yeah. A video that may not be, let's say, evergreen are like ban list reactions. Like, these are videos that are basically just like, this is a video that I can upload immediately and maybe farm a couple 100,000 views very, very quickly. Like, this is a video that will never be watched again, ever. Like in 99% of scenarios, like nobody is ever going to, like, people might rewatch, let's say, an MBT video regarding like Twitter threads. I'm going to talk about Twitter threads later. People may rewatch progression series, but nobody's going to go back and watch a SEMO ban list reaction. You know what I mean? Do not like posts you wouldn't want to share with your audience. Save that for our personal accounts. That's true. This is true in the sense where, I mean, this falls under retweets because liking is now private, but you know. Do not retweet giveaways. It's not that like retweeting this is bad. It's just not good optics. We're just gonna see you like retweet a Lofton page, and it's just gonna be like very whatever. It's very silly. You know what I mean? Doesn't it make you look greedy? It either makes you look greedy, weird, or poor. You know what I mean? Like, you don't tell your friends that you play the lottery. You know what I mean? Those people are just gonna be like,
Oh, that's kind of... Like, don't you think it's like kind of a waste of money? Kind of a waste of time?
do not ignore your fans. Reply sometimes. Yeah, that's true. Do not post about where you're going, only after you've already left. I think it's fine to post about where you're going, as long as it's like a public place that is well known / regarded. If you're a VTuber, no, it's not. I think that's like fine, personally. And like, not like I'm going to the beach or like I'm going XYZ, but it's okay to be like, yeah, I'm going to be at Anime Expo type shit, or like I'm going to like XYZ Con, or I'm gonna be at a YCS type shit. I think that is an example of where it's fine, but do not be like, I'm going to Reno to gamble, or like, I'm going to like LA type shit. That's my personal stance on it, at least. Do not post pics of your house, your backyard, front yard, or landmarks. True, otherwise you're gonna get rain bolted. Do not complain about a company or brand or other content creator. False, I do that every day. Do complain about things the average person can relate to. Try to avoid emotionally charged posts. Do not aggressively promote your products. Do not post copyrighted content. Family Guy funny moments uploaded directly to X, for example. Do not post about a large content creator following you. This is weird. I don't know how to describe this. I want to call it fine. It's very like attention grabbery, you know what I mean? But I can understand why smaller creators would do it, just because like, you know, they want to feel proud.
Like, chat, OMG, Susu JPEG is following me. Like, oh my god, Amsa's following me. Bat chest.
Last one is okay when you're false, well, could be a landmark. Yeah, if you want to keep it as like a personal achievement thing, yeah, that's like completely fine. But like, it's definitely not, you know, amazing.